What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP here on the daily time frame. Guys, I'm just over here bringing you one more video to end this year off, so happy new year to all of you and happy holidays, right? Let's make sure to get some family time in, some dinner, and I don't know what else you want to do right for the new year. Probably don't tell me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing rolling here, guys. This is the new daily candle printed, right? We just have let's see. Yeah, we've been look at that. 24 hours would be the time frame, right? So we just opened up this daily time frame, guys, and it's showing some bullish properties already, right? We're getting a nice little tick to the upside. Just experienced a $2.10, almost 211 top on this price. So what we want to do is see how we can observe the continuation for this, right? So we can do this from the immediate short term. So let's go ahead and pop up volatility versus stochastic momentum, right, guys? So we're going to do this from, let's do it from a 10-minute time frame to see how we're doing, right? So 10-minute time frame here just started, right? 9 minutes and 13 seconds and counting to go for the next bar to open. And it still does have a suggestion for an upside continuation, right? Take a look at this. Volatility still continuing towards that upside too. Now, what I am noticing here is that there is a tick to the downside here for the immediate short term, and that's simple because of this break of resistance right up here, right? This little chop area located between 210 and about 208.55. This area has to be validated as an area of support before we can continue towards the upside. Now, I suspect for us to come back into the resistances that we spoke of just yesterday, right, and the day before, and the day before that, which would be right up here, 212.73 to about 216.44 with a mid bound at about 214.60. And you can see here that we've actually been touching this, for a few days now. And it's, that's kind of speaking of the chop zone that we were talking about, right, guys? So our chop area would have been located right down here, right, where we've touched a couple times down here at that 202 level, right? So 202 to around 215, 214 is that's really been the consolidation chop box that we've been stuck on, right? And, typically things like this happen when we're experiencing the closing of an annual candle, right, guys? And that's, I think that actually just happened, right? So take a look at this. This is now the new yearly candle on XRP, and it's already starting green. Let's go, right, guys? So this was the massive green candle that it printed right before that, right, guys? So this is actually a very, very bullish setup here. There's not much data to go off of, right, because the XRP has only been trading here for so long, but this is a true green outside bar, and if I'm not mistaken here, let's see what the opening is. 61.54, and the closing of this is 61.50. Okay, well, they're parallel, right? They're completely at the same valuation opening and closing basis, but still, this is the green bar is outside of the range of the red one, which is great, and obviously that upside on that green bar, guys. So this is a pretty damn good thing. So typically speaking, when we're talking about short-term candles, right, very short-term candles, even up to an 8-hour, like 12-hour, relative to the 12-month is what I'm talking about, right, guys? Typically speaking, we tend to get even a retrace towards testing the top end of that prior bar before we can actually continue towards the upside, right? So that's going to be the true tell here, okay, guys? So if there is some type of decline in the market, I'm not sure that it's going to happen personally, right? But I do think that the lower bounds for now, we could peekaboo down in here, right, guys, into that 196, 198, 199 like we just did a few days ago. But I do see continuation towards the upside for now, okay? So I don't see it as a major upside continuation as in super volatile, but I do see a relief bounce happening for now, okay, guys? But specifically into those bounds that I gave you just a little bit ago, okay, guys? Keep those targets in mind as we play the interim, right? So this would be a resistance level at 212.73 to 216.44. Of course, if we combat that upside here, then we would see a top bound of about 220.22 to about 218.21, or between 218.21 and 220.22, okay? That's about as high as that I can see here for the immediate short term. Okay, guys. So now it is, all of this is kind of dependent on the moves that BTC also has to endure, right, guys? Oh, you know what, guys? Since we are in the last day, I just have to remind you here. I kind of put something together here just to give you guys a gist or an idea over how things can work here. So I put two different plays together, right? One for XRP, which is this is the strategy algorithm that I'm actually letting you guys, acquire here. So I put together a play that was worth $3,500, right, in the automated trading setup on this. So $3,500 over the last 2 months have turned into 9,000, just under $10,000 here, right, for a 270 spot, 70% gain, and a drawdown over that span of the 2 months of 5%, right, guys? So that's what this system is actually generating, which I'm letting go, of course, just for this snowflake blowout deal, right? So make sure to hit that link in the description below. I'll make sure to add it right up on top on the right hand side of this screen right here, guys. So I put together one more just for your curiosity before we continue on XRP's price. This is another one, a little more on the lower side of things. So this is $2,400 initial for the last 2 months traded, and what this has done here in the overview is actually it has turned those $2,400 into $7,114 over the span of 2 months, and it did have a drawdown of about 5.23%, equivalent to $485, right, in comparison to the almost 300% gain over the span of those 2 months, guys. So please make sure to get your hands on this before I start making this. The whole idea behind these strategies I want to make a full service quantitative presentation or a package for the retail community, right, guys? So it's going to be a subscription-based thing to where you're going to be exposed to more and more of my algorithms, not just the one, right, guys? But yeah, let's go ahead and now continue on the price of XRP. So please remember, team, make sure to give me that TradingView username and your proof of the proof of purchase, right, receipt, and I'll be able to give you the lifetime access for those strategies. But continuing the price action towards the upside, guys, let's take into consideration the more immediate term, 15-minute time frame, 10-minute time frame we just saw, right? So the 15-minute time frame did close. It did have a little bit of a pullback, and this is why I was telling you earlier that we just need to validate this little chop box here before we can continue towards that upside. Let's dive into that 30-minute time frame, guys. 12 minutes to close this, and this is retracing the hourly, I believe. Let's see. So yeah, the hourly time frame. This is the prior bar, right? I can see us going as low as about 209.23, right? 209.23 to just about 208.92, which would be equivalent to the 50% of prior bar pullback before this continues towards the upside. It does have a pretty nice pivot here. It is suggesting continuation. Please excuse the little tiny guy right behind me, right? He's just playing with his toys, but all good. And volatility is seeming to want to cross over that moving average, which is also a good thing. Bi-hourly time frame suggesting a potential curvature here that is pretty bullish in my opinion. So we still have about 2 hours worth of upside. Let's see. Yeah, the 3-hour time frame also, right, has still, I guess, 1 hour and 41 minutes to close. The 4-hour time frame, green bars all across the road here, right? And we still have an upside bias on that. So I think that oh man, guys, actually this is not looking too damn bad here, right? Let's see. Daily time frame still has upside by daily. Okay, so we have about 2 days of upside to go. That would be equivalent to around a 25-cent run from the open of the buy daily candle, which just happened, of course. So that would be 25 cents towards the upside from 208, right? That would be taking us to roughly $2.33. So if that is truly the case, guys, let's kind of let's put this thesis together here from the more immediate and find out what it is or where that $2.33 level is. You know what? Let's get rid of all the drawings here and the indicators and take a look just relative to the rest of the price action here. Where is 233? Okay, so 233 would be this resistance range, guys. So it is suggesting for us to come back to the 50% of this range right in here. Nice. That is very good stuff, guys. I do see a 233 coming in, but let's go ahead and use the weekly time frame to identify exactly how that can be done. Okay, so Yeah, I would say that price action has a reason to stop at around 229.63, but it does have a range, right? Using the weekly time frame resistances. So let's use a 229.63 to the better part of about that top wick. Let me get rid of this here, just like that, right? And use this top wick here. What is the high on that? 234.94 would be the very top side here at the best case scenario, right, guys? And what that does, honestly, is that it pivots earlier time frame. It actually has the cascading effect, right? Domino effect from the stochastic momentum and volatility. It'll start kind of a dominoing from the more immediate short term into the later time frames, which is good. It could lead to continuation towards the upside. I will say this, guys, that there is a deep correlation with BTC against XRP, and I can actually just show you this right away. This is what I was going to show you a little bit earlier, and I think it's something that we should pay attention to deeply, right? So let's look at the daily time frame, and this is the correlation indicator here that kind of measures the relationship between XRP's price action against BTC's price action, right? So you can see right here, the valuations are kind of stated here in those little blue numbers right over there, right? Those digits are showing you daily time frame of 97% accuracy, right, to the correlation to BTC. Let's look at the buy daily time frame. Buy daily is growing. It's now at the 60%. And check this out, right? 3-day time frame, 83%, 86% on the 4-day, 90% on the 5, and here we are on the weekly time frame at 91%, guys. What about immediate short term, like 4-hour? Look at that, 4-hour time frame, 93%, 87% accurate. What about hourly, right? Hourly percent, we're looking at an 85% probability, and this thing had just about 98% of accuracy just a few hours ago. Okay, guys, so this is why I'm telling you that it is important for us to observe the price action of BTC against XRP as we move forward, because BTC would be a very likely reason for us to observe strength or weaknesses. And you can see here that BTC is continuing towards the upside, right? It already got this top bound of around 94,284. Coming back down to this area here would be higher than likely, right? So it would be more than likely 93,559, right? Just a few $100 more, right? And this thing could continue towards the upside. And I would say that let's see. So yeah, even oh man, yes, it's still suggesting upside even into the 8-hour time frame, 12-hour time frame daily, and even into the buy daily. 3 days worth of upside, 4 days. So 4 days total of upside equals about a $6,720 jump based on volatility base, around the ATR. So that would put us at about $100,000, just above, right? $100,000.67. So if that's going to be the case, guys, $100,000 puts us above a critical resistance that we need to get over in order for us to continue, right, guys? I would say that if BTC does have the thrust to run into that $100,000 mark, above that 100,101, right around that area there, would give BTC an explosive chance towards continuing towards the upside. Okay, guys. Now here's the thing, though. If it is starting as a rally into the beginning of this year, I'm not sure that I'm the most bullish on that, because we didn't get the full drop here that we wanted. Sure, we were talking about the 91,000, 89,000, 92,000. We got all those, right? We got them. But the targets that I was really pointing at here, right, guys, we're actually down into the areas of around 85 to 86,000, where there is clearly a lot of demand and a very important inflection zone at that point. So I think that it would have been a lot better for us to maybe consider some type of decline before we can experience that upside, right? So if we did get that decline here, there could be a loading of enormous amount of bulls, which could lead towards an upside here, maybe postpone the upside on BTC by maybe 1 or 2 weeks or something here, guys. But I think that it's loading up an upside a little faster than I'd like. Okay, guys, because over the span of these 2 days of ATR, maybe, yeah, let me see, 2 to 3, yeah, just about 2 to 4 days of ATR's worth going towards that $100,000 mark. It's making me believe that this is possible, that, you know, over the next few days, this could hit, right? Specifically in that first week of January. So if that's the case, guys, I'm not sure that it's going to be the best answer, as this could actually resist that 100,000 mark and then come back down, right? Instead of us coming down first and then picking up all these bulls here and rallying towards that $100,000 mark and beyond, right, guys? So there is a very interesting setup happening here, okay, guys? So let's keep a close eye on what BTC is doing, because that's also going to affect XRP, and that is the reason the $100,000 mark for BTC would be the equivalence of this resistance, 229 to 235-ish, for 230 to 235 XRP. Okay, guys, so I kind of see that in the cards here. It does look like we're kind of loading up a pretty nice continuation, and I would just express, you know, please be super careful. Now, if you would like to understand or know how to do these things, guys, please consider getting in touch with me, right? The Beginner's Masters course is going to start here in just a few days, and I would like to make sure to bring in as many new participants as possible, right? I am a stock trading instructor. I can actually train to, you know, even for coins, you know, cryptocurrencies, of course, futures, right? All that good stuff, right, team? So please make sure to get in touch with me here. We'll pass you the disclaimer and the syllabus and everything pertinent to that course coming up in a few days. The seats are getting taken quickly, guys, so make sure to acquire that as soon as humanly possible. If any questions, you know where to reach me, guys, and make sure to acquire that algorithm before it's too late. All right, guys, well, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off, right? And I think, yeah. All right. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next day or so. Okay, team. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very good rest of your night and or day, and a Happy New Year. And I'll catch you at the bell on the next one. Peace. Oh yeah.